We will go. Let's see. I gotta go kill pretty much the whole entire tribe. So we're going HK. And do I want to go with Jolie? Zalbar. We need to destroy the clan and for the sake of the village. 3 through 12. Nine through 18.
Sure.
Sharky King Watawama Mulira. Yula Lipa.
Going. Where are you going? Did he have anything? No. What are you guys doing in the corner? Y'all thought you could do the nasty in here? Oh my goodness. Hello?
Ready.
Yep.
Sure.
Time I'll let y'all know. Good.
Ijuta, Torhat Wamaji ak Ingotung, King Kunja Bishop.
Weak. Hey there.
Tunipolo, rana prata dom kuserja. Hachu apenke. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes. Cheng pala moli ton king pa nokonkek. Tukning tachokun. Nemoli rabes. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes. Cheng pala moli ton king pa nokonkek. Tukning tachokun. Nemoli rabes.
Cool.
Takom just tak Mickey grabble mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa te bongwa yakando de nago chocho. Moga shaponka, bola wana chekne. Pamulis limo porara wanga kunbis mulera best. Tonghai wam jiji yuma lipta al inko tu. Tolpa te bongwa yakando de naga chocho. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yuma lita inko tu. Jelomoran benu bobo. Wango kumbis kamba, molera, rondi haudonga kuhonga bi, wala kumbes, cheng pala mole ton king pa nokonkek. Tuknim tachokun, ne molera best. Takum jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwa yakando de nago chocho. Moga shaponka, bola wana chekne. Pamulis limo porara wanga kumbis molera best. Tonghai wam jiji yuma lipta al inko tu. Tolpa de bongwa yakando de naga chocho. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yuma lita inko tu. Jelomoran benu bobo. Wango kumbis kamba, molera. Takum jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwa yakando de nago chocho. Moga shaponka, bola wana chekne. Pamulis limo porara wanga kumbis molera best. Tonghai wam jiji yuma lipta al inko tu. Tolpa de bongwa yakando de naga chocho. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yuma lita inko tu. Jelomoran benu bobo. Wango kumbis kamba, molera. Takum jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwa yakando de nago chocho. Moga shaponka, bola wana chekne. Pamulis limo porara wanga kunbis molera best. Tonghai wam jiji yuma lipta al inko tu. Tolpa de bongwa yakando de naga chocho. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yuma lita inko tu. Jelomoran benu bobo. Wango kumbis
I don't know
kamba,
about that.
molera. Tonghai wam jiji yuma lipta al inko tu. Tolpa da bongwa yakando de naga chocho. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yuma lita inko tu. Jelomoran benu bobo. Wango kumbis kamba, molera. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes, cheng pala mole ton king pa nokonkek. Tuknim tachokun, ne molera best. J'ai besoin Takum jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yin kin kuno ba bulira chiku. Tonghai wam jiji yuma lipta al inko tu. Tolpa da bongwa yakando de naga chocho. Takum jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwa yakando de rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Takum jostak miki. Tonghai wam jiji yuma lipta al inko tu. Tolpa da bongwa yakando de naga chocho. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Rondi haudonga. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yin ki. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbe. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yin kin kuno ba. Takum jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwa yakando de nago chocho. Tonga bumsha uneno. Wanga kumbiske. Bamulera. Ako chekopa. Jena mule. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes. Cheng pala mule ton king. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yin kin kuno ba mulera chitune poro. Takum jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwa yakando de nago chocho. Moga shaponka, bola wana chekne. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes, cheng pala mole ton king ba nokonkek. Tonghai wam jiji yuma lipta al inko tu. Tolpata Bongualia Gando de Nara Chocho, Cachicho Ita Audonga, Yumalita Inkotun, Jelomoran Cachicho Ita Hodonga, Yin Kin Kuno, Takonjostak Miki Grabel Mogo, Cachicho Ita Hodonga, Tolpata Bongualia Gando de Nago Chocho, Moga Chaponka, Bola Wala Chekne, Tonghai Wam Chichi Yumalita At Inkotu, Tolpata Bongualia Gando de Nara Chocho, Cachicho Ita Audonga, Yumalita Inkotu, Rondi Haudonga Kuhonga Bi, Wala Kumbes, Cheng Palamolito, Takonjostak Miki Grabel Mogo, Cachicho Ita Haudonga, Tolpa de Bongualia Gando de Nago Chocho, Jebedwana ni Bobo, Tonga Bon, Tonghai Wam Chichi Yumalita At Inkotu, Tolpa de Bongualia Gando de Naga Chocho, Cachicho Ita Audonga, Yumalita Conjostak Miki Grabel Mogo, Cachicho Ita Audonga, Tolpa de Bongualia Gando de Nago Chocho. Cachicho Ita Hodonga, Yin Kin Kuno Bab, Tonghai Wam Chichi Yumalita At Inkotu, Tolpa de Bongualia Gando de Naga Chocho, Mocha Shak Pang Pang, Yin Kin Kuno Ba, Rondi Haudonga Kuhonga Bi, Wala Kumbes, Cheng Palamul, Takonjostak Miki Grabel Mogo, Cachicho Ita Haudonga, Tolpa de Bongualia Gando de Nago Chocho, Cachicho Ita Hodonga, Yin Kin Kuno Ba, Tonghai Wam Chichi Yumalita At Inkotu, Tolpa de Bongualia Gando de Naga Chocho, Cachicho Ita Audonga, Rondi Haudonga Kuhonga Bi, Wala Kumbes, Cheng Palamole Tong King Ba Nokongek, Tuknim Tachokun, Neta Conjostak Miki Grabel Mogo, Cachicho Ita Haudonga, Tolpa de Bongualia Gando, Cachicho Ita Hodonga, Yin Kin Kuno Ba, Rondi Haudonga Kuhonga Bi, Wala Kumbes, Cheng Palamole Tonghai Wam Chichi Yumalita At Inkotu, Tolpa de Bongualia Gando de Naga Chota Conjostak Miki Grabel Mogo, Cachicho Ita Haudonga, Cachicho Ita Hodonga, Yin Kin Kuno Bab, Hakocheko, Rondi Haudonga Kuhonga Bi, Wala Kumbes, Takonjostak Miki Grabel Mogo, Cachicho Ita Haudonga, Tolpa de Bon, Cachicho Ita Hodonga, Yin Kin Kuno, Hakocheko, Mocha Shakpa,
Insulta, Tolkai Wamaji At Inkotu,
Cachicho Ita Hodonga, Yin Kin Kuno Ba Mulira Chikon,
Insulta, Tolkai Wamaji At Inkotu, Insulta, Tolkai Wamaji At Inkotu, Yin Kunja Bishop.
Okie dokie. Okay. Yeah, I guess you guys don't mind that I just take stuff from you. You guys got a droid? You guys got droids.
Rondi Haudonga Kuhonga Bi, Wala Kumbes, Cheng Palamole Tong King Ba, Cachicho Ita Hodonga, Yin Kin Kuno Ba Mulira Chikon, Takonjostak Miki Grabel Mogo, Cachicho Ita Haudonga, Rondi Haudonga Kuhonga Bi, Wala Kumbes, Cheng Palamole Tong King Ba Nokongek, Tonghai wam Gigi Yumalitha at Inko tu. Tolpata Bangwalia Gando de Nave Chocho. Kachi Tonga Busha Uneno. Wanga. Takon Jostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachicho Ita Haudonga. Rondi Haudonga Kuhonga Bi. Wala Kumbes. Cheng Palamole Tong King Ba Nokonkek. Tonghai wam Gigi Yumalitha at Inko tu. Tolpata Bangwalia Gando de Nave Chocho. Kachicho ita audon, kachicho ita hodonga. Yin kin kuno ba bulira chikun. Slimo kutuna, takon jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita hodonga. Tolpa de bongwalia gando de nago chocho. Moga shaponka, bola wala chekne. Takon jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita hodonga. Tolpa de bongwalia gando de nago, tonghai wam Gigi Yumalitha at Inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de nave chocho. Kachicho ita audonga. Takon jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita audonga. Tolpa de bongwalia gando de nago chocho. Moga shaponka, bola wala chekni. Tonghai wam Gigi Yumalitha at Inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de nave chocho. Kachicho ita apta con jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia gando de nago chocho. Moga shaponka, bola wala. Tonga busha uneno. Ta con jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia gando de nago chocho. Tonghai wam Gigi Yumalitha at Inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de nave chocho. Kachicho ita auta con jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia. Tonghai wam Gigi Yumalitha at Inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de nave chocho. Tonga busha unne. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes, cheng palamole tong king ba nokonkek. Takon jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia gando de nago chocho. Moga shaponka, kachicho ita haudonga. Yin kin kuno ba bulira chikun. Slimo putuna. Ronde haudonga kuhon. Tonghai wam Gigi Yumalitha at Inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de nave. Takon jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia gando. Tonghai wam Gigi Yumalitha at Inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de nave chocho. Tonga busha unen. Takon jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia gando. Tonghai wam Gigi Yumalitha at Inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de nave chocho. Takon jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia gando de nago chocho. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes. Cheng pala. Tonghai wam Gigi Yumalitha at Inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de nave chocho. Takon jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia gando de nago chocho. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yin kin kuno ba bulira chikun. Tonga busha un. Rondi haudonga takon jostak mi. Kachicho ita. Tonghai wam Gigi Yumalita con jostak. Tonghai wam Gigi. Tonghai wam Gigi. Tonga busha. Takon jostak miki grabel mogo. Tonghai wam Gigi takon jostak. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbe. Tonghai wam takon jostak. Kachicho it. Tonga busha. Takon jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwali. Tonghai wam Gigi Yumalitha at Inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de nave chocho. Takon jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia gando de nago chocho. Tonghai wam Gigi Yumalitha at Inko tu. Tolpetapon gualiagando de nave chocho. Tonga boomsha. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Takum just tak Mickey Grabber Mogo. Cachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes. Cheng palamuli tong king. Tong haiwam chichi yuma litsa at inko tu. Tolpa tapon gualiagando de naga chocho. Cachicho ita haudonga. Yin king kuno ba muli. J'ai besoin de bobo. Takum just tak Mickey Grabber Mogo. Cachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa. J'ai besoin de bobo. Takum just tak Mickey Grabber Mogo. Cachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bon gualiagando de nago chocho. Moga chapong. Tong haiwam chichi yuma litsa at inko tu. Tolpa da bon gualiagando de naga chocho. Manama tota. Akuji kratong bola. Je choix konatong. John King no pangpa, mola reconquile. Conquile no ba. Cachicho ita. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes. Cheng palamo. Cachicho ita. J'ai besoin de takum just tak Mickey Grabber Mogo. Cachicho ita hodonga. Yin king kuno. Tong haiwam chichi yuma litsa at inko tu. Tolputa bon gualiagando de. Cachicho ita. J'ai besoin de takum just tak Mickey Grabber Mogo. Cachicho ita hodonga. Tolpa de. J'ai besoin de bobo. Takum just tak Mickey Grabber Mogo. Cachicho ita haudonga. Tong haiwam chichi yuma litsa at inko tu. Tolpa da bon gualiagando de naga. Rondi haudonga ku.
Okay. That's weird. Dang, they must have some long necks.
Tonga boomsha.
Are we Gucci fam?
Takum just tak Mickey Grabber Mogo. Cachicho ita haudonga. Tong haiwam chichi yuma litsa at inko tu. Tolputa bon gualiagando de naga chocho. Cachicho ita hodonga. Yin king kuno ba bulira chikun. Slimo putuna. Tong haiwam chichi yuma litsa at inko tu.
Yes?
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
Statement. A commentary. Statement. In time, my...
Hey there. It seems to me that if you don't really remember anything about being Revan, then I don't see the Sith Lord standing here. I see a friend who's been with us through Big Z and I will stick by you.
Got something on your mind? Who said I left the Jedi? Well, technically I was only a Padawan. Not that that makes a difference to most, but as for the Order itself, no, I never left it. It left me. You know what I hate? Well, lots of things really, but I'm old and easily annoyed, but that's besides the point. What I really hate are how most people view the Jedi. Everyone thinks that the Jedi are perfect, that they can do no wrong. They think the Jedi Council is completely incapable of injustice. I guess you aren't as stupid as you sometimes act. No doubt you've been on the receiving end of Jedi justice at least once, eh? And I'm not even talking about how some of us fall to the dark side. No, that's plenty indication of our fallibility, but it's something else entirely. No, I'm talking about how more than often not, your average robe-wearing Jedi can try to do the right thing and still be completely wrong. That's true, but it's not what I meant. I guess I'm not being clear, am I? Come to think of it, I don't have to be clear. Someone my age is entitled to ramble, damn it. But for your sake, I'll try to explain. I'll tell you a little tale about a Jedi master I once knew. Hortath, I think. Or was it Hortoth? I can never get it straight. Where was I then? Oh yes, Master Hortath. He was a kindly old Jedi who meant well, but the most nearsighted thing in the Corps, I swear. He would walk into walls, knock over tables, mistake apprentices for rancor beasts, that sort of thing. And he was too proud to submit to proper treatment. Some used to counsel him in the urge to use the Force, Master Hortath. Allow the Force to see for you. But he refused to believe that his eyes were failing. He simply squinted more and more as the years went on. The other Jedi resignedly passing it off as the amusing quirk of a compassionate old man. I'm not finished yet. Now shush! So, one day a young Padawan meets Master Hortath in the courtyard and, not knowing of his blindness, asks him for directions to the council. Quite sure of himself, Hortath gave the lad directions, which happened to lead back outside and away from the Enclave. The Padawan is confused, naturally, and he asks if Master Hortath is sure, and of course Master Hortath says that he is. The Padawan suggests that perhaps he should have asked someone else, but the proud Hortath now feels insulted. He tells the Padawan to take the route he prescribed and no other. Rather dejectedly, the Padawan did as he was told, and so ended up leaving the Jedi Order forever. It was decided that the boy's fate was to leave the Order anyway, though whether that was out of respect for Hortath or because the boy went on to something else, well, we'll never know. No, both of them were from before my time. Well before the Sith Wars, even. The tale is about blindness, and I thought the point was clear. At any rate, you think about it. You're the one who asked why the Jedi left me, remember? Now let's get going. My feet are itching for a good run.
Yes. What is it? I was remembering Taris. It was a horrible place to have to live. At least in the lower cities where the non-humans tended to get relegated. Living for years in a place with no sun, living off the trash dropped from the upper levels, and the meager pay doing back-breaking labor. There were none. Bad enough to be a race that is feared and hated by humans, but to be one that is strange and different, even among non-humans? But living was hard enough, without the stigma of being from a lost race. There was always the danger of rakuls coming up from the sewers, or more mundane predators living and working in the area. My family and I struggled each and every day to make something of our lives. But we could only go so far. Taxes from the corrupt government, more fees from the gangs controlling the streets, and whatever was left paying for what food and medical supplies we could afford.
Nice. $21 tip. Fuck yes. Oh, sorry.
It did not. But only because of the Jedi who came. It was very bad. With no money to spare for any amenities, even the Enclave on Dantooine seems a paradise in comparison. And of course, there was the constant bigotry and hate from the more affluent and human citizens, lording their wealth over us living below. Every once in a while, a rich human would come down through the lower levels with his droid entourage just to see how the wildlife lived, and laughed at the mockeries that were our successes. But I have come to meet many decent humans in my travels since those days. Indeed, some of the greatest people I have ever met are human. The Jedi who encouraged me to join the Order, the one who was with the group going to fight the Mandalorians, she was human. I am sorry. I am getting away from my point, if there even was one. Sometimes I curse the day my parents fled to Taris. But then again, if they had not, I would not be where I am today. Another story for another time. For now, we must continue our own epic, to save the galaxy, if we can.
Yeah, what do you want? We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once you had taken charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. You were a genius on the field. You are held in very high regard among my people. You abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others could be too fortified to strike. You made sacrifices in order to advance your goals. Such strategies had never been enough to best us before. In the end, you proved too much for us. But it was close. So close. It looked like the entire galaxy was within our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor 5. The two fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars. It was not your ships, or your men, or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person, you, that the Republic prevailed. Your strategies and tactics defeated the best we could send against you. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of your attacks, the tenacity of your defenses, and the subtleties of your plans. You fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance. It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did. And you won. I hold no grudge against you, nor do any of my people. It was the greatest of honors to fight against you, even in defeat. It is even more of an honor to fight beside you now. Had you been born of the Mandalorian clans, surely nothing in this galaxy would have been able to stop us. But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. We'll talk more later, I think. Is there something else you want to know? This world is odd. It looks like a battlefield, but the environment here is lush and green. Whatever happened here was a long time ago. I have seen many strange worlds in my time, but this world is stranger still. I don't like this place. Something happened, or is happening here, and I don't like it. We should get out of here as soon as possible. Do you have anything else you want to ask? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Candace afraid? Well, he didn't say he's afraid, but that's the assumption.
Yingin kung noba, molera chikong. Tong hai tung kong ching. Ne bobo mata, ne pong nash. Dolpe kikyuna. Manama tota. Ako jigratong bola, jeshwa konatong. John King no pangpa, molere konkile. Konkile no ba. Watatime, yokola, unko, molare, tunipolo. Rana prata don kuserja. Hachu apenke.
Wait, you can't go in there alone.
We have had a premonition. The Force has given us a vision. There is great danger within the temple. We cannot let you face it alone.
You might be walking into a trap. Maybe Malik himself is waiting inside. Even if he isn't, that temple will be crawling with dark Jedi. You'll need all the help you can get.
Ako chiko. Jeno kulira. Gang, pajak, slimo. Wala.
Give me a second.
I don't know what he said, but it sounds like your guide's being stubborn. We don't have time for this. The Republic fleet is on the way and we're stuck on this planet until we deactivate that disruptor field. You have to convince him to get us inside that temple.
Konticha nai. Molira aswaktorong unipotaga. Wanaga konteze. Ekratok haku jijia. Wata yumaka wama hohanek. Achuta.
That was easy.
Why do I get the feeling this is going to take a while? Still, we better stay ready. As soon as those shields go down, we have to get inside the temple.
Manama tota. Ako ji gratong bola je shwa konatong. Chong king no pangpa mola le konkile. Konkile no ba. Wata tingre yo kola ko mola le.
Lord Malak, the preparations are nearly complete. Every day the Star Forge adds more ships to our fleet. It is operating at nearly 300% of our projections. The fleet is assembling around the Star Forge and awaits your instructions.
Patience, Commander. My new apprentice is nearly ready. Once Bastila joins her battle meditation to our enormous fleet, we shall be invincible. Then we shall begin our final conquest of the core worlds, and the Republic will be crushed forever.
As you wish, Lord Malak.
That man can't eat. That man got no chin, no lower jaw. All neck. Alright, Jolie. I'm tired of you being naked. Look at this.
Who dares intrude on our meditations? You know the penalty for... Revan, you are back. Malak told us what happened to you. The Jedi Council has stripped you of your power. You are a shell of what you once were.
You are not fit to rule the Sith anymore, Revan. Darth Malak will reward us greatly for destroying you.
Alright. Oh.
Didn't work.
Revan, Lord Malak told us you still lived. At
last, a challenge worthy of my skills. I grow so bored with slaughtering these mindless training droids. I intensified my training tenfold in hopes I would get the chance to face you in mortal combat. I am glad to see my training has not been in vain.
Okay. Not even level 9 yet? Jahani.
For the Order!
How may I be of... Of course.
Oh, snap. So. What's next here?
Never too old for this. Let's see what you
I will be your doom!
Oh. She here. Okay, cool.
Yin kin kung no ba, molera chikong. Tong hai tung kong ching. Ne bobo je mata, ne pong naj. Rondi haudonga ku honga bi, wala kumbes, cheng pala mole tong king ba no kong kek. Tu tong hai wam chichi yumalitha ag inko tu. Tolpa tabong walia gando de na. Takong jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa tabong walia gando de nago chocho. Kachicho ita hodonga. Yin kin kuno ba tong hai wam chichi yumalitha ag inko tu. Tolpa tabong walia gando de naga chocho. Takong jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita hodonga. Tolpa tabong walia gando de nago chocho. Rondi hodonga ku honga bi. Wala kumbes. Cheng pala mole tong king. Jebedwana ni bobo. Tonga bo. Hako chekopa. Jeno. Takong jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia gando de nago chocho. Tong hai wam chichi yumalitha ag inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de naga chocho. Kachicho ita kong jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia gando de naga. Tong hai wam chichi yumalitha ag inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de naga chocho. Kachicho ita Takong jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia gando de nago chocho. Moga shaponka. Tong hai wam chichi yumalitha ag inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de naga chocho. Kachicho ita takong jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia gando de nago chocho. Tong hai wam chichi yumalitha ag inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de naga chocho. Kachicho ita Takong jostak miki Kachicho ita hodonga. Yin kin kuno ba mulira. Tong hai wam chichi yumalitha ag inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de naga chocho. Takong jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia Rondi haudonga ku honga bi. Wala kumbes. Cheng palamo. Takong jostak Tonghai wam chichi yumalitha ag inko tu. Tolpata bongwalia gando denara chocho. Kachicho takonjostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpata bongwalia gando denago chocho. Tonghai wam chichi yumalitha ag inko tu. Tolpata bongwalia gando denara chocho takonjostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpata bongwalia gando de Tonghai wam chichi yumalitha ag inko tu. Tolpata bongwalia gando denara chocho. Kachicho takonjostak Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi, wala kumbes, cheng palamole tong king ba nokonkek. Tukning tachokun, nemole tonghai wam chichi yumalitha ag inko tu. Tolpata bongwalia gando denara chocho. Kachicho ita haudonga. Takonjostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpata bongwalia gando denago chocho. Moga shaponka, bola wala chekne. Tonghai wam chichi yumalitha ag inko tu. Tolpata bongwalia gando denara chocho. Kachicho ita haudonga. Takonjostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpata bongwalia gando denago chocho. Moga shaponka, kachicho ita haudonga. Yin kin kuno ba mulira chikun. Slemo potona. Ronde haudonga kuhonga bi. Tonghai wam chichi yumalitha ag inko tu. Tolpata bongwalia gando denara chocho. Kachicho ita haudonga. Takonjostak. Ita na danya yeta. Wata yamaga.
Come this way. Jeez.
Revan, I knew you'd come for me. Malak thought you might be afraid to enter the temple again, but he doesn't know you like I do. Not anymore. Not since you've changed.
Quickly, Bastila, come with us. We have to escape before Malak arrives.
Escape? You don't understand. I have sworn allegiance to Lord Malak and the Sith. I am no longer a pawn of the Jedi Council. Surely you know what I mean, Revan. Look at what the Council did to you. They turned you into their puppet. The same thing they do to all who are truly strong in the Force. They speak of the dark side as if it is something to be feared, but in reality their only goal is to manipulate those who are strong in the Force. The fear of the dark side is a tool to maintain control. Why do you think the Jedi forbid you and Malak from joining the Mandalorian Wars? They knew you would realize your true potential and break free of their domination. Malak has shown me how the Jedi Council have been using me the same way they once tried to use you. They've been holding me back because they knew one day I would surpass them all. I resisted at first. I endured the Sith torments with the passionless serenity of a true Jedi, emptying my mind. But after a week of endless tortures, I finally saw the truth. Malak forced me to acknowledge my anger and pain. He showed me the liberating power of these emotions. Then he made me see how the Jedi Council has denied me what is mine by right. The Jedi Council gladly used my battle meditation in their wars, but they still treated me like a child, like an inferior. They were jealous of my power, of what I could become. They wanted me to bow and call them master and follow their code and obey their every order. But all the while they were exploiting my battle meditation for their own use. Lies. You were the one living a lie, Revan. The Jedi Council made you into something you are not. They programmed you to be their slave. You used to be Revan, Master of the Sith, but no longer. You were simply a pawn of the Jedi Council in the Republic they serve, like I was, until Malak freed me from their shackles. A pity the power you once had is so diluted in you. You could have been as strong as I am now. Stronger even, but that will never happen now. With the power of the Starforge, Malak will destroy the Republic and conquer the galaxy. And I will be the apprentice at his side, after I prove my worth by killing you. There. You were stronger than I would have thought possible after what the Jedi Council did to you. Seems that Malak was wrong. The power of the dark side is not lost to you after all, Revan. You can deny what you are, Revan, but you're only fooling yourself. I know the truth. I have seen the shadows inside your mind, remember? I was there when you nearly died in the trap set by the Jedi Council. I used the Force to preserve your life, Revan. We are forever linked by my actions on that bridge. These are not your true feelings, Revan. You're speaking as a tool of the Jedi Council, as I once did. But now I see how the Jedi used us both. The Council tried to exploit the bond between us. They hoped I would draw out your memories to lead them to the Starforge. We were slaves to their will, like all who follow the Jedi Code. But in our shared visions of the star maps, I also felt the so-called taint within you. I resisted it at first, but now I embrace the power of the dark side. Your dark side. You deserve to be the true master of the Sith, not Malak. I see this now. Together we can destroy your old apprentice. Join with me and reclaim your lost identity. Your mind was too badly damaged to ever fully restore your memories, Revan. But your power, your strength of will, the essence of who and what you are, these things still remain. Once, long ago, you defied the Jedi Council, freeing yourself from their control. You claimed your rightful title of Dark Lord of the Sith. Together we can defeat Malak and take back what is yours.
Bastila, it is not too late for you to be saved. The teachings of the Jedi can lead you from the dark side, back into the light, and the true understanding of the Force.
You are beneath my contempt, Juhani. When you felt the power of the dark side, you fled to a cave like some cowering animal. You know nothing of the Force or its true potential. But you, Revan, the power of the dark side is yours to command. You can use it to destroy Malak. With my help, you could rule over the entire galaxy. You were a pathetic fool, Revan. Together we could have defeated Malak and ruled over an empire. But now, I will be at Lord Malak's side instead. You will be crushed with the Republic and all the fools who bow down to the Jedi Council. No one can stand against the power of the Starforge and the Sith fleet.
Bastila, no. Alright guys, time to get the fuck out of here. Let's go give the researcher the genetic stuffs and tell the other guy.
Tonga buusha umeno. Moja haudonga ya pulki. Jebeduana ni bobo. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes. Cheng.
Cool.
Aku ceko. Rondi haudonga. Kachicho. Rondi haudonga. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes. Cheng palamuli tong king ba. Tonga buusha umeno. Takum jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita tong haiwam jiji yumalita ag. Kachicho ita hodonga.
Ooh. Why is it unavailable? Unavailable. Come on, Jolie.
You're back. But where's Bastila? Is she alive? What happened inside that temple? The dark side? Bastila? No! No! How could that happen?
She was always in danger of being seduced by the dark side, Karth. Bastila was strong, but she was always impatient and headstrong. Malak preyed upon her weakness. This planet is a tainted place. The Star Forge and the Temple have twisted the Force into an instrument of evil, just as Malak has twisted Bastila into a servant of the Sith. Malak has a strong hold on Bastila now. It will be difficult for her to break free of his influence, especially considering her long association with you. Remember the bond that was forged between you when she rekindled the spark that was your life. Through that bond, she touched your memories, and also the echo of the dark taint within you.
But there's still hope for her, right? I mean, Revan rejected the dark side, so Bastila could too, right? We still might be able to save her.
I don't know what fate awaits us, but I sense Bastila still has a role to play in the events to come. I have no doubt she will be waiting for us on the Star Forge.
No doubt. But let's go then before she has time to organize a bigger welcoming committee.
Yeah. Alright. Juhani.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Padawan?
What is it you would like to speak to me about? Well, I mentioned before that my parents had fled to Taris. Perhaps I can tell you about that. In the early days of the Mandalorian War, there had been fighting closer to the Outer Rim worlds. Cathar was there, yes. My people had a great reputation as warriors, and that appealed to the Mandalore version of honor. They sought to test themselves against us, I think. Test themselves by bombing our world, slaughtering my people while they slept or while they ran. They swooped down from space, across the world, firing at anything that moved. They used ships in space to destroy all orbital facilities and bombard the surface. We did resist, and in spite of their violent attack, we did stave them off for quite a while. But in the end, we were doomed. We were not members of the Republic. Cathar was beyond the edge of the Republic, in the Outer Rim. And besides, they could not have known. Our interstellar communications were the first things the Mandalores hit. All other short-range communicators were jammed. We were on our own. We knew what was coming. We had fought the Mandalorians in the First War against Exar Kun and the Sith. We knew there would be no mercy for us. The most we could do was pack the few of our people who survived onto what few ships remained and send them off into space as fast as they could. Most did not make it. My parents carried me as a baby with them and were lucky enough to escape. They fled as far as they were able and eventually settled on Taris. They could stand running no further, I think. But Taris was a horrible choice. Dominated by humans, intolerant of other species, it made everyday life unnecessarily hard. My father turned to stimulants. He spent much of his time in local bars and dives. But we are warriors. It runs through our blood. And when he was on stims, he became foolish. He let his warrior nature get the best of him. So he would get intoxicated, and he would fight. And finally, one day, he would die. Killed by a man who provoked him into a fight and killed him like an animal. I am sorry. I cannot talk about this any longer right now.
Got something on your mind, do you? Bad men. Women, too, to be fair. Oh, indeed. They make a fine sandwich, also. But don't tell the Jedi Council I said that. And just what gave you the impression that I know anything more about the Sith than you do? Oh, that's right. Damn the years of the young. I was expecting you to be your usual inattentive self when I mentioned that. So it's true, yes. I fought plenty of Sith. That was during the time of Exar Kun. Oh, 40 years ago now. Has it been that long? Exar was a Jedi who was corrupted by ghosts of the old Sith, or so they say. He attempted to conquer the Republic and create a new golden age of the Sith. Better to say he was defeated, but essentially, yes. The victory did not come easily, however. That is not a pleasant time to remember. After Exar Kun fell to the dark side, he attempted to recruit other Jedi to his cause. What surprised us, what took us completely unprepared, was how utterly successful he was. Many Jedi joined him and became Sith themselves. Why they did, I will never truly know, but they did. Battle broke out throughout the Order, pupil against master. We fought ourselves. Yes, more than difficult. Next to impossible. How do you fight against someone you love? I dislike such memories. It leaves a taste in the mouth that... it is a sadness I thought I'd put aside long ago. Ask me about the war some other time, just not now. I would prefer to be by myself for now.
Yeah, what do you want? The war we had with the Republic was supposed to be the most glorious battle in our history. But it was a very costly one. I guess we didn't think of how much we could lose in it. There weren't many of us after that last battle. Mandalore himself was killed at the hands of the Jedi Revan. The best of us could not defeat him. After that last battle, those of us that survived were stripped of our weapons, our armor, and our basilisks. The Republic's forces destroyed them while we were forced to watch. Those who hadn't fled earlier were left with nothing to call their own. No weapons, no armor. only the honor of having fought in the battle we just lost. For many, this was not enough. While the rest of us were sent into exile on the Outer Rim, they tried to relive the old days, raiding worlds. They're nothing more than bandits now.
Yeah. Alright, BRB.
Yeah, I found word on Terrace. Enforcing for Davik was not stimulating. The gangs on Terrace and Davik's rivals were trash. They give no thrill in battle, no honor or glory in defeating them. It was like stepping on bugs. I sought worthy challenges, but the best that Terrace could offer were nothing to me. But I think now, with you, I may finally find opponents worth fighting. Maybe later I'll tell you more about what it was like to work for Davik. For now, though, we should get on with our lives. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice.
Yes, what's on your... You got it.
Alright, let's get off this hunk of rock. This piece of shit place.
The Republic fleet must have gotten the message I sent as we were crashing into that planet. I'm picking up a transmission from them now.
This is Admiral Fawn Dodonna to the Avon Hawk. Do you read us?
Admiral Dodonna, this is Carthonasi. We're receiving your transmission.
Carth, I'm glad to see you're still alive. We've begun our assault on the Star Forge, but we're taking heavy losses. How did the Sith ever manage to build something of this scope?
The Star Forge wasn't constructed by the Sith, Admiral. We don't have time for me to fully explain it, but that space station is far older than you can imagine.
Maybe we should pull the fleet back and retreat. I don't know if we have the firepower to go up against this alien technology.
You can't do that, Admiral. The Star Forge is a factory of immense power. It's been churning out the capital ships, snub fighters, and assault droids that have powered the Sith war effort. You have to destroy the Star Forge now, or you'll be fighting an unending wave of reinforcements.
Then I guess we have no choice. But it isn't going to be easy. I can't even get our capital ships into position to start bombarding the Star Forge. The Sith fleet is too well organized. It's like they can guess our every move and counter our every strategy.
It's because of Bastila, Admiral. She turned to the dark side and became Malak's apprentice. We suspect she's somewhere on that space station right now, using her battle meditation against you and your fleet.
This is Master Vandor. A number of Jedi Knights have joined our fleet under his command.
If Bastila is using her power to augment the Sith, then Malak's fleet is invincible. Our only hope is to somehow stop Bastila from using her battle meditation.
How can we do that if she's on the space station?
I will send a squadron of Jedi Knights to the Star Forge to find Bastila. Their small ships will be able to fly through the Sith blockade and dock on the space station. If they can find Bastila, they may be able to distract her attention from the battle overhead. That should allow you to move your capital ships into position for a final assault on the Star Forge itself.
I hate to ask this after all you've done, Carth, but the Jedi may need all the help they can get.
Don't worry, Admiral. The Avon Hawk and her crew are gonna see this through to the end.
And may the Force be with you.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? What is it you would like to speak to me about? After my father died, my mother was left to support me alone. A single non-human woman, living in one of the worst, most violent slums on Terrace. It was not easy for her. When my father was killed, it seemed that something in her began to die as well. She worked. She worked as hard as she was able. But over time, she began to waste away. I later learned that she was unable to get enough money to feed both of us, and had to start borrowing from the exchange, a band of cutthroats and smugglers. But even that was not enough. She hid what she was doing from me. She gave most of her food to me so that I would be strong, but she herself was suffering deeply from it. In the end, she could go on no longer, and collapsed at the cantina where she worked one day. She never recovered. There was nothing really that I could do for her. She left me no money, and no doctor would see her without being paid first. I sat by her bed for days as she lay there dying. I never want that to happen to someone I care about ever again. But there was still the money she had borrowed. She had never paid it back and made no provisions for her death. You must understand. The exchange is brutal. They care nothing for the life of a sentient being. They are the major suppliers of slaves on Terrace. They thought it would be appropriate that, with my mother owing them money, the debt should be passed on to me. And with no way to pay, they took me by force. You have no idea what it is like to be bound like a beast and treated as such. It was the worst time of my life. They treated me like livestock. They were waiting for a buyer to give them some credit for me when the Jedi came to fight the Mandalorians. The Jedi could not abide by what they saw there, and drove the exchange from the face of the world, freeing those of us imprisoned there. But the Jedi soon left to fight their war, and I was left with a dream. I swore that I would become a Jedi. As soon as I had enough money to do it, I bought passage on a freighter headed for Dantooine, and we both know what has happened since then. I am grateful to you for having given me the opportunity to fulfill my dream, rather than become what I hated. Someday, I may make it up to you, but for now, let us keep on the task at hand.
I want to talk to Jolie. And Candace.
Yeah, what do you want? Your choice.
Okay, just Jolie then.
Got something on your mind, dude? Not particularly. I'm not interested in your... Got something on you? Not particular. Such a... Not in... Got something on... Not particular. I suppose you're going to nag me until I cough it up, aren't you? Nothing is private anymore, it looks like.
Nice.
There's no escaping it, I guess. So be it. My wife's name was Neyama. She was the Yukatis enforcer who shot me out of the sky, if you remember. Ah, you got ears that work, don't you? I was a smuggler, way back. I got shot down once over Yukatis. That story, yes. My wife had plenty to do with the war. Upon meeting her, I knew right away that she was strong in the Force. That's why she was able to shoot me down. Neyama was a marvel of a woman. Fiery, determined, smart. She dragged me to the capital and foiled 3 of my attempts to escape prison. Oh, and that body. Well, yes, that. Needless to say, I eventually won her over. That was after I kidnapped her upon being broken out of the Yukatis prison, mind you. But, that's another story entirely. At any rate, I wanted to train her in the Jedi way. The Council refused my request, naturally. I was still a Padawan at the time. I was an experienced Padawan, surely, but not yet ready to be a full Jedi, and certainly not ready to train another, especially not one so old as my wife. Neyama was intrigued by the idea of becoming a Jedi. She liked the idea of power too much, perhaps, but I certainly didn't see that at the time. I believed in her and trained her in secret. I ignored her willful nature. I loved her too much to see fault in her. And she loved me too. I know she did. At the time, our love was a shared bliss, better than anything I had known before or since. Exar Kun is what happened. Neyama was inspired by Exar's promises of a new golden age. She wanted to join him. She came to me, pleading with me to throw aside what she called the decrepit trappings of the Jedi, to join her in Exar's war. I pleaded with her to reconsider, to think about all that she was throwing away, to think about what she would become. She would have none of it. Finally, in frustration, she attacked me. She drew her lightsaber and attempted to strike me down. It was a scene being repeated everywhere throughout the galaxy. Pupil against master. In my case, it was a long and terrible battle, but I defeated her. No, I had her at my mercy, disarmed and defenseless. She looked up at me and she knew I couldn't do it. But I should have. Sometimes I convince myself otherwise, but it's no use. She had fallen to the dark side when she raised her saber against me, and I let her go. To my shame, she went on to kill many Jedi during the war, until she herself was slain in the final battle. I grieved for her death, inevitable as it was, even as the Jedi Council put me on trial for my actions once the war was over. I had trained Neyama against their wishes. I had failed to kill her when I had the chance, and she went on to kill others. Not to mention that I had remained a Padawan throughout the war. A formality, perhaps, but with the trial, it had to be decided if I was worthy to become a Jedi at all. It was a travesty, of course. I told you that even the Jedi were capable of great injustices, didn't I? Of course I deserved to be punished. They found me innocent anyway. Even though I deserved every punishment and more, they let me go. Mitigating circumstances, they said. I deserved compassion, they said. They said I had learned wisdom the hard way. For all I had done during the war, they wished to raise me to full Jedi status at long last. That was when the Jedi left me. That was when they failed me. For my pride? For my cowardice? Which do you think is the act more befitting the Jedi? They may have been able to forgive me. I could never forgive myself. Yes, I do, I suppose. Does that surprise you? It is all so long ago, lost in the winds, I suppose. Nobody cares what an old man believes anymore, do they? Let's continue on with the task at hand. I would prefer to think of the present today.
Jedi only club.
You made it. Several Jedi have already gone ahead into the Starforge. We have to strike while we still have the element of surprise. If we don't stop Bastila from using her battle meditation, the entire Republic fleet will be wiped out! Come on, before they... Damn! So much for catching them unprepared. We'll deal with these Sith. You get into the Starforge and find Bastila. Hurry!
Lord Malak, a team of Jedi have penetrated our defenses. Their fighters have landed on the Starforge.
This is not unexpected. The Jedi are formidable opponents. Send the Starforge's battle droids to deal with them.
Lord Malak, forgive me, but how can mere droids be a match for the Jedi?
You underestimate the power of the Starforge's droid army. Dispatch the droids.
Of course, Lord Malak. The Jedi have invaded the Starforge. Destroy them. Destroy them all.
Jedi.
Not this again!
What?
more victims for us to slaughter.
Why have you disturbed me?
I have news, Lord Malak, about the Jedi.
Ah, the Jedi. Did my droids pass their test? Did they destroy our enemies?
No, Lord Malak. The droids could not stop them.
Strange. I did not think there were any among the Order who could survive an attack by an army of the Starforge's battle droids.
It was Revan, Lord Malak. Your old master is with the Jedi here on the Starforge.
Yes, that would explain why the droids failed. Revan was always strong in the Force. Very well. Send out all available troops, the apprentices as well.
Do you think they can stop Revan, Lord Malak?
Of course not. But they will slow Revan down. That will give me the time I need to fully prepare the Starforge's defenses. I am curious to see the true extent of this space station's capabilities. One as powerful as my old master would make an interesting test subject.
Okie dokie then. Only the main character can have this feat?
For the
Okay.
Master, why have you summoned me? Without my battle meditation, there is a chance the Republic capital ships could break through and attack the Starforge itself.
This will not take long, Bastila. You will be able to resume your battle meditation soon enough. I only wanted you to know that Revan is here on the Starforge.
Revan? But...
The Force is bringing us towards a confrontation with my old master. The Starforge has drawn our enemies together, so they may all die in a single, glorious day. You must kill Revan to prove yourself worthy of being my apprentice, Bastila. You must finish what began in the Rakatan Temple.
Yes, Lord Malak.
I sense your fear, Bastila, but it is unfounded. The power of the Starforge will feed the dark side within you. It will give you the strength you need to defeat my old master. Stay here in the command center while you use your battle meditation against the Republic fleet. Revan will find you here in due time. It is inevitable.
Of course, Master. I will not fail you again.
Because if you do, he gonna kill you.
Perhaps you will triumph, Bastila. But even if you fail, it will give me the time I need to complete my preparations of the station's defenses. And then we shall see if Revan can stand against the full fury of the Starforge.
Holy shit. Go, you fucking dingus. Slow motion. Need healing. Jahan, stop your glitching.
For the Jedi. For the Jedi.
No.
I will be your... You will fall! For the Republic!
Get it?
For the... For the Republic!
How do you heal?
Now you'll get it.
I will be your doom! What is it?
Yes?
Yes?
Okay.
Revan, I knew you'd come for me. You're wasting your time. I've seen the Jedi for what they are, weak and afraid. The Sith are the true masters of the Force. You've forgotten that lesson, Revan. Now you must pay the price. Here on the Star Forge, the power of the dark side is at its strongest. This time, you will not defeat me.
Cannot win.
I see now why Malak followed you. Even though you're only a shell of your former self, you're still a formidable opponent. I can't even imagine the power you must have wielded when you were the Dark Lord. You were a fool to give it all up and follow the light side. The dark side has made me stronger than I ever was before. I have a greater command of the Force than all but the most powerful Jedi Masters. As Malak teaches me the greatest secrets of the Sith, I will unlock more of my potential. Eventually, there'll be no limit to what I can accomplish with the Force. Have you forgotten the ways of the Sith already, Revan? Eventually, I will challenge my master. If I am worthy, he will die by my hand, and I will become the new Sith Master. Then I will take on my own apprentice, and the cycle will begin again. This is the way of the Sith. It is how we assure our leaders are always the strongest and most worthy. No, Revan. It is you who are doomed. You're growing weary. I can sense it. Your strength falters. The light side is failing you while the power of the Star Forge re-energizes me. Soon this will all be over. What type of trick is this? I am a Sith apprentice now. You place too much faith in what I used to be, and for that you shall pay. This is not possible. You have rejected the dark side. You are a weak and pathetic servant of the light. How can you still stand against me? Why can't I defeat you? Yes, I see you speak the truth. I am no match for you. Please, for the sake of what we once shared, do not make me suffer. End my life quickly. There is no other way. What other choice do you have? I have fallen to the dark side. I am the apprentice to the Dark Lord himself. You cannot let me live. You were a special case. The Council had no other choice. They needed you alive so they could discover the location of the Star Forge. It was an act of desperation. It was my responsibility to watch over you, to make sure you did not slip back into your evil ways. I was supposed to protect you from the dark side.
Now look at you.
It's true I possess feelings for you. But was it only an illusion brought about by our bond? And what was the cost? Please, this is too painful. End it now, quickly. There is no other way. You love me. There was a time I yearned for, and yet dreaded to hear those words. I loved you too, but I could never face who you were. Malak knew how I felt. Any part of the light that was within me would be extinguished when I killed you. But what good is love? It cannot save me from the sea of blackness I am drowning in. I have betrayed everything I ever believed in. How can I atone for that? Yes, I could join you in your battle against the Dark Lord. That alone would not make up for all I have done. Yet it would be a step in the right direction. But how would you be able to trust me? How do you know I wouldn't turn on you when you faced Darth Malak? How do you know the dark side wouldn't make me betray you again? You play a dangerous game. Are you certain you wish to take this risk? I could end your life and gain Malak's favor with a single stroke of my lightsaber.
You know who's stronger.
You are brave, and some would say foolish. But you are also right. The dark side has not wholly consumed me. I cannot raise my blade against you. You will go on to defeat Malak. Of this I have little doubt. You will have gone from being the Sith Lord himself to the savior of our galaxy. And you said you loved me. This may not be the best time to say it, but I love you too, with all my heart. After this? No. Nothing could make me feel safer than to be loved by you. You should go. Malak awaits. This isn't over yet. For any of us. I should stay here, though. If we face Malak, I am afraid his dark presence will overwhelm me. It would not be wise to expose myself to such temptation. I'm sorry, but the risk is too great. I'm not wholly free of the dark side shadow. Not yet. But you are more than a match for the Dark Lord. I understand that now. I will stay here in this chamber and use my battle meditation to aid the Republic fleet. I am their only hope of destroying the Star Forge and ending the Sith menace. You must go and face Malak, but you have to hurry. Once I turn the battle in the Republic's favor, we won't have much time to escape the Star Forge before it's destroyed. Good luck, my love, and may the Force be with you.
There. A break in the Sith formations. Green Squadron, move in.
Green Squadron moving in. Green Squadron's through. We've broken their lines.
Bastila is no longer using her battle meditation against us. The tide has turned.
Red Squadron, into the breach. Capital ships, reinforce their position. Disarray. Now's our chance. Hit that Star Forge with everything we've got.
What's this way? What be this? I guess we don't really have to do any of this since, like, Bastila is on our side now. Oh, never mind.
I tire of this game, Revan. You have been a thorn in my side from the moment I seized the mantle of Dark Lord from your feeble grasp. You made a mistake coming here, Revan. The Starforge fuels my command of the dark side. You are no match for me here, and this time you will not escape. Is that what you call it? You think stripping away your power and your identity was an act of mercy, Revan? I would rather die. Spoken like a true slave of the Jedi Code. Save your preaching, Revan. I will have none of it. You are an insignificant speck beneath my notice. I have surpassed you in every way and accomplished what you never could. I have unleashed the full potential of this Rakatan factory. You had no idea of the power within this place. Its very walls are alive with dark side energies. And now, my old master, I will let the Starforge itself destroy you.
No, not low controller batteries. Okay, cool. In the red.
Well done, Revan. I was certain the defenses of the Starforge would destroy you. But I see there is more of your old self in you than I expected. You are stronger than I thought. Stronger than you ever were during your reign as the Dark Lord. I did not think that was possible. No, Revan. This time our confrontation can only end in death. Yours or mine. Once again, we shall face each other in single combat, and the victor will decide the fate of the galaxy. You continue to amaze me, Revan. If only you had been the one to uncover the true power of the Starforge, you might have become truly invincible. But you were a fool. All you saw was an enormous factory. All you ever imagined was an infinite fleet rolling forth to crush the Republic. You are blind, Revan. Blind and stupid. The Starforge is more than just a space station. In some ways, it is like a living creature. It hungers, and it can feed on the dark side that is within all of us. Look around you, Revan. See the bodies? You should recognize them from the Academy. These are Jedi who fell when I attacked Dantooine. For all intents and purposes, dead. Except for one difference. I have not let them become one with the Force. Instead, I have brought them here. The Starforge corrupts what remains of their power and transfers the dark taint to me. You cannot beat me, Revan. Not here on the Starforge. Not when I can draw upon the power of all these Jedi. And once you are beaten, I will do the same to you. You will be trapped in a terrible existence between life and death. Your power feeding me as I conquer the galaxy.
What do I have?
Impossible. I cannot be beaten. I am the Dark Lord of the Sith. Still spouting the wisdom of the Jedi, I see. Maybe there is more truth in their code than I ever believed. I cannot help but wonder, Revan, what would have happened had our positions been reversed? What if fate had decreed I would be captured by the Jedi? Could I return to the light as you did? If you had not led me down the dark path in the first place, what destiny would I have found? I suppose you speak the truth. I alone must accept responsibility for my fate. I wanted to be master of the Sith and ruler of the galaxy, but that destiny was not mine, Revan. It might have been yours, perhaps, but never mine. And in the end, as the darkness takes me, I am nothing.
Now let's get the heck out of here.
There you are. What happened?
That's wonderful news. There's no time to celebrate just yet. I was able to use my battle meditation to allow the Republic to break through the Sith fleet. The capital ships are in bombardment range.
And that means we all have to get out of here right now before this entire complex comes down around our ears. Everyone else is already on the ship. Let's move.
Admiral Dodonna, we've hit their main orbital stabilizers.
Everyone pull back. I don't want to lose any ships when that space station goes down. We did it, Vandar. The Sith are routed, and the Starforge destroyed.
But at what cost, Admiral? Where is the Ebon Hawk and her crew?
You made it.
We couldn't let you start the victory party without us, Admiral.
I'm sending an honor guard to escort you in. You'll be getting a hero's welcome when we all get home. You have defeated Malak, destroyed the Starforge, and broken the spirit of the Sith. For this, I am proud to present you each with the Cross of Glory, the highest honor the Republic can bestow. From Coruscant to the farthest reaches of the Outer Rims, you will be known as the saviors of the Republic.
On behalf of the Jedi Council, defenders of the galaxy, and sworn protectors of the Republic, I, too, would like to honor you for your actions. We Jedi now have another tale to weave into the grand history of our eternal order. The redemption of Revan, the prodigal knight. Wherever you go, you will be recognized as the saviors of the galaxy, the heroes of our age. But you must remain ever vigilant, for one day, you may be called upon yet again to defend the glory of the Republic against the tyranny of the dark side. For this is the destiny of the Jedi.